What is up, people? Hello and welcome. That's right, we are back for the Tottenham Hotspur versus Manchester City. We're getting into the lineup to the game right here under the wire. It's certainly been a very good morning for us as we'll get the stream up and going here. We just presided over the Aston Villa loss, of course, and it was fantastic to see as we get the whole stream going here, folks. Thanks for being here. Of course, smash up those likes on your way in. We're getting it in right under the radar here. I will, of course, get the scoreboard up, and we're underway at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium versus Manchester City. Our Tottenham, a big one here for both Man City and for the Tottenham Hotspur. Relegation fight on the cards for the Spurs. Manchester City having to win this one, of course, to keep pace with Arsenal in the title race. And of course, if they do win, they can take hold of second place by themselves. What's up, Kieran? How you doing, buddy? Good to see a tough game for you yesterday, of course. Tough one for you yesterday, but we're here. We're ready for the Tottenham Hotspur after a fantastic win for Brentford at Villa Park. And here we have the second of the hate watches for the day. And here's Jed Spence, the Dogie, I should say, has been back in the lineup. He's been out. Dragishin in there as well for the Spurs. It's a long ball over the top. Solanke gets the start today as well. Got a spud while watching the game. Nice. And that's a good ball for Semenyo from Holland with Dragishin for company. John Polini, I should say. It's spilled by the goalkeeper, Erling Haaland looming, but Vicario able to get on it in the end. I'm going to try to get a scoreboard up here for you, folks. As we work on it here. I was in a huge rush after the Villa game to get all the graphics and all this set up. I was so excited after the Villa game, I guess. Had my eye on it for sure and did not get the graphics going, so I'm doing that right now. And we will settle into the stream here. All right. All right here. Spurs are going to sit back, you would expect. Of course, you would expect that as my stream tries to sort itself out. Man City going to have a lot of the ball. Nori getting the start today. Nico O'Reilly in the middle of the park today for the Citizens, and that'll go out for a goal kick. Boom, there we have it. Stream up and running. We're good to go. Thomas Frank under fire, of course. Ooh. Vicario will hit it long here. I'm actually going to shut my door. Hold on a second. Doggy's trying to get in. Trying to invade the stream. And we're up and running here. That's good work for was that Tell or Odegaard? Odebear on the other side, I think. Kolomwani is who it was. That's Kolomwani out on that side. All right. Spurs, a little bit of possession here. It's a ball over the top. Solanke's going to get a touch. And he'll win the ball. Here is Udogi. Now Xavi Simons into the channel. Is he going to get there? Is that offsides? Flag stays down. Xavi Simons just touches it past Erling Haaland here. Is that Basuma? Who's number 8 for Spurs? Paulinho in there as well. Spurs in possession here. All right. It does kind of look like Rodri's going to be patrolling in there by himself again. Nico O'Reilly and Bernardo Silva are in there, though. Should help him on the cover. Should be able to help him on the cover. Tottenham with some controlled possession here. Man City not necessarily pressing very high. The ball's up. Aït-Nouri concedes the throw. Spurs having more of the ball here today so far in these opening exchanges. Bernardo in front of Erling Haaland here in the press. That's kind of weird. I guess they're just sorting it out now. Udogi trying to work down the line. Thomas Frank gesticulating, thumbs upping. It's a foul, referee. Doesn't agree. Tells Kolo Muani to get up. And it's a throw in for Man City. Slow start, which will suit Tottenham just fine. Absolutely will suit them just fine. Kulusevski has been out for forever, dude. He's been out since the beginning of the season, I think. And I think he's still out and going to be out for the rest of the season. Of course, James Maddison as well, out for the season. I'm not sure when Kulusevski is going to come back at all, or if he will come back at all this season. I don't think we will see him. Of course. Doku's out, though. Here's Simmons in some space. Solanke on his right is going to try to go himself. It's a good step from Kuzanov. Here's Donnie Ruru. Some space here for Rodri. He'll play it into more space for Shirky. Dragusin able to get the clearance, and it's going to fall here. Inbounds. Nunez does well against Xavi, however. Only Solanke really pressing here. Spurs not necessarily wanting to press very high. Rather stand in the passing lanes. But Bernardo trying to sort out the press here. And now Spurs will press him deep, causing just a long ball from... That's a foul, referee. Very lucky is Conor Gallagher to get that because he's absolutely blasted it right out of bounds. But they'll win the free kick. He will win the free kick. Yep. Maddison has been out for a long time. For sure. Chance for Tottenham to get it into the box here. Dump it in. Of course, Man City holding that suicide high line outside the box here. Get the big men forward. Sergio Romero, get Romero forward. The best, their best attacker this season. Played to Udogie, trying to work a different angle, excuse me. And now it comes across. He's by himself on the back post. Haaland in the way. Romero and Haaland battling. Not in the spaces you would expect, though. Not in the spaces you would expect. Pep Guardiola going gray here with the hair he does have left. You can see the beard. Turning gray. Hopefully that's Arsenal causing all kinds of stress. It's been a good first 10 minutes. Nothing at all has happened, and that's what we need. Nothing at all to happen, and I'll be just fine with that. Basuma in the center here. Bernardo Silva working hard, and he'll just touch it ahead for Haaland. Here's Shirky. Basuma shows Haaland what he thinks. Shirky goes for the shot, and it's a goal already. Oh, my goodness gracious. What a start for Manchester City. Spurs are shit. Oh, my goodness gracious me. It's easy as you like. Easy as you like. They stand off of him, give him too much space, and he just hits one to the far post. And it's already 1-0 to the citizens. Tottenham Hotspur have offered nothing, and they get punished for their troubles. And it's an absolutely horrendous start to the Hate Watch, people. Absolutely the worst start. He's just going to let him. Oh, my God, man. He's just giving him 3 yards of space. Dude, you can't give that much space, man. And it's 1-0 to Manchester City right out the rip here. And you got to say, as good as the last Hate Watch went, this one's already starting really, really poor. Really, really poor as the rain comes down in Manchester. Basuma gets the yellow, yep, because he ripped Haaland down in the build-up to that one. It's all already going wrong here, people. All already going wrong. Shirky's been a fantastic signing. Shirky has been a fantastic signing. I'll agree with that 150%. 150%, I'll agree with that one. For sure. Shirky's been very good. What can Spurs conjure? Probably nothing. It's Nico O'Reilly. Good ball for Antoine Semenyo into the channel. It's a ball across. Basuma retreating. Only as far as Ait Nori. That's good D there. From Paulinho. Frank already looking forlorn. Yep. Parega, I agree with you 100% with this assessment right here on the game. That is very, very accurate, my friend. Very, very accurate. Spurs fans already looking mad. Very, very mad. They've been mad all season, bro. Spurs have been mad all season, man. What, if anything, will they conjure? Looking to play out from the back. They've given it away to Rodri here. This is pathetic from Spurs to start. Semenyo's offsides, ref. Give him the foul. Give him the call. He's offsides. Spurs going to need a lot of help today. Spurs going to need a lot of help today because this first 10 minutes has been hot dog water. From the pollo frito. The pollo frito. That's what they are today, the fried chicken. Already in the grease. Yeah, Spurs have some quality, but of course, the management's terrible. The higher ups at the club are terrible. should go check out my short I did about Spurs. They still make all kinds of money. And that's what the owners of the club are looking for, and so they don't give a shit how bad Spurs are. Getting fried every weekend are the Peacocks. It's far too passive from Spurs, like the commentators are saying. It's just going to be. I mean, why are we? If this is the game we're going to watch, why are we even doing the watch along? Come on, Spurs! You got to bring the second team to this game at some point. Y'all are at home. Okay, I got to stop. I got to stop already trying to big up the Spurs. They're terrible. They're just hot dog water, and it's already going exactly as I expected. Just the freedom of the park. Basuma has. Oh no. Rodri's asking the question because that was Basuma that's hacked down Shirky again. And I think if he was going to give Basuma the second yellow, he would have stopped the game. Oh, it's Romero. Oh, Shirky, get up, dude. Shirky, get up, bro. He goes down like a sack of potatoes, and he's rolling around on the ground like prime Neymar here. Come on, bro. Neymar would be so proud of this rolling around. Look at this guy. Unbelievable. How do you give him so much space? Oh my god, they're replaying the goal here, and it's disgusting from Dragusin. Oh my goodness, man. It's a horrendous start. It's so weird seeing Conor Gallagher in a Spurs shirt, man. That's so weird. Thomas Frank already throwing bottles down. Yep, you bottled it. No, you can't say Spurs bottled it. They were never expected to do anything. Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. Absolutely does their power guy. Sorry if I pronounce that name wrong. I have no clue how to say that. I apologize if I butcher that every single time. It's been the easiest 15 minutes of the season for Manchester City so far in this one. Ball over the top. It's going to get past Romero. Here's Haaland! Woo! Lobs Vicario, who was in no man land. Prague works. There you go. That works for me. For sure. Thanks for being here, of course. Haaland almost making it 2-0 right out the rip. Is Dragusin also almost? No, it was the last man. He didn't want to do it. Here's Colomboani, a 4-8 forward here for the Spurs, and he gives it away. That's terrible. Oh, but so too is Nunez. That's good from Conor Gallagher. Can't get it past Kuzunov. Kuzunov's been a good signing as well for the Citizens. A lot of space here for Rodri. Oh, God, there's space everywhere here for the Citizens. Shirky moving into space. Nunez out wide. Tries to chip it. Who's going to get there? Xavi Simons. It's a handball, referee. Nope, nothing doing. Solanke just not quick enough. And here they go into some space. It's a good ball into the channel. Here's Solanke, but Kusanov with the speed does really, really well there. Does really, really well there. Lot of space already here. Lots of space already in this one. Very open so far. But Man City will recycle here with Nunez. And it'll just be game management mode here from the Citizens. They're already doing just fine. Here's Semenyo in the channel. A touch ahead for Nico O'Reilly. And it's just a one hoof long once again. And folks, I'll tell you, I already feel like this one's over. Like maybe Spurs will be able to get something on the break because of the high line, but they've offered nothing. They've offered nothing so far in this game. Definitely going to need Spurs to bring the second team, I should say, to this game at some point. City's just playing it around freedom of the park. Nico O'Reilly. That's well done from Kolo Muani. A little bit of energy. Oh, come on, man. That's so unnecessary from Kolo Muani. Just hacks Rodri down. Be shocked if he doesn't get a yellow card for that. He just hacks him down, man. He just absolutely hacks him down there. Shocking he doesn't get a yellow card there. Shocking he won't if he doesn't get a yellow card there. Bernardo Silva certainly thinks it should be one. Man City just can play at walking pace here. Spurs not offering anything. Here's Solanke activates the press. Spurs do have the right. Got to figure out the press here. Xavi Simons, he wins it off of Nunez. That's well done. Finally, continuing on, and then he gives it away. That's a foul, referee. That's got to be no. He'll play on. It's a yellow. Yep, it's a yellow. Absolutely, for the late challenge on Conor Gallagher. It's certainly full-blooded in there. Is it Kuzanov? Yeah. Ooh, that's a sore one for Conor Gallagher. Oof, oof, oof. That's a full-blooded challenge if ever there was one. I'll tell you that much right now. Left it in there on Conor Gallagher's ankle. It's going to be a sore one. And Kusanov, interestingly, on a yellow card already. What can Spurs conjure here? Very close. Free kick here. Does he shoot? Does he go far post? I mean, Romero is the one who's been scoring all the goals for Spurs. Xavi Simons might just fancy it himself, though. It's perfectly set up. There's a lot of space on the left-hand side of Donny Ruru's goal. And here comes from Xavi Simons. Might have been a handball there. Deflected up for Donny Ruru. Yes, Prague, the Champions League battle is going to be very, very, very big. United have won 3 in a row. Chelsea doing well. I've only lost to Arsenal in the Carabao Cup since Liam Matisse has joined the coaching staff. Definitely going to be a good battle for the Champions League. And hopefully Spurs can peg City back so it's not a good battle for the title race and it's just it's a push, but Shirky will come free for the advantage here. Oh, can't sort his feet out. But he'll take on Romero anyway. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness gracious. Shirky should have scored. Shirky definitely should have scored there. Can't believe that it's a goal kick. Wayward shot, but he's dribbling the whole team. Leaves Romero for dead. Dragon shit comes flying in. Misses completely. That's definitely a corner kick. Shirky's right to be upset because that is off of Vicario. Shirky showing his quality already. Absolutely. That's a good turn from Xavi to get past Nunez and a good ball for Kolo Muani, who has the first touch of an elephant there, and it's down the line. Oh, my God. That's the biggest dive I've ever seen in my life. He's conned the referee there. Nunez has definitely conned the referee. That's a fantastic save from Vicario. Ends up being a fantastic save from Vicario. Oh, man, what a save. And it's not even going to get credit for it because it went out for the goal kick. You can see the look on Shirky's face, hits his knees. Can't believe it was called a goal kick in the end. And now he's down, Shirky. He's it's been the Shirky show. It's all been about Ryan Shirky, and it's looking like he's about to come off. Reinder's getting ready to come off for him. All happening here for Ryan Shirky. He's got the goal, and now he's going to come off. Maybe just a precaution, but Pep animated with Rodri here on the sideline. Shirky, Guardiola not happy there, actually. You can hear him. You can actually hear Pep yelling at him there close to a microphone. I couldn't quite hear what he was saying, but that was definitely him. He doesn't look excited. He doesn't look happy. Shirky looks like he's just ignoring him. Wow. Pep looks really pissed. Shirky's just bemused a little bit. He's just telling him to calm down, like telling Pep to calm down there. Very interesting moment there in the game. But it actually doesn't look like Shirky's going to come off. Ball's up. As it's rolling again, Mawani looks around for it. Bernardo Silva. Yep, the old Pep. Old Pep has returned. That's a foul on Haaland. Yeah, he doesn't even look for the ball. Pushes Romero over. You can see what Haaland thinks of it there as he walks away from the scene of the crime. Come on, Spurs, do something. Bring something to this game. Come on, man. Pep is still mad. He's still going on and on. There's no telling what about. As Spurs play it back for Vicario here. Just forced to hit it long. Solanke will get a touch. And they put pressure on. Mawani's going to run back as they play it for Donnarumma. Just enough. Wow. Nunez doesn't even look for the ball. It comes off of his dome. Conor Gallagher gets kicked by Nico O'Reilly, who will win his own second ball. That's a good touch from Haaland. Not good enough. A good idea, I should say, from Erling Haaland trying to play his man in there, unable to make it happen. It's one into the channel. You can tell that Spurs are more than happy to try to find Dominic Solanke up top. That's a good win. Hey, win the ball, people. Good grief. Spurs are terrible, people. Spurs are so bad. Here's Nico O'Reilly in some space in that center midfield role today with Bernardo Silva. Out wide for Aït-Nouri. Comfy for Man City so far. Comfortable. Hopefully it will give them some complacent arrogance. So foul on Mawani. Which is way too easy for the citizens so far. Way too easy for the citizens so far. The press for Spurs, not necessarily. Xavi Simons just allowing Nunez to cross the ball. Lazy defending from the Spurs number 7. Spurs wanting Vicario to play quickly. He refuses to do so. Obviously, direction from Choo Choo Blood. Oh my goodness, the stream. What is the stream doing to me here? We'll let the clock catch back up here As Xavi Simmons has it in the midfield. Rodri puts in a foot in, does well. Simmons will win it. Yes. And Rodri puts in another foot. Somebody fouled him at some point there, and Rodri takes a swipe at Archie Gray. Little bit of a scumbag move, but you didn't hear it from me. Romero over the free kick. Game's gotten a little bit tetchy. Little bit back and forth here. Stop, start, I should say, rather. Can Spurs conjure anything at all? That is the question. Here's Conor Gallagher. Can't sort his feet out and falls all over himself. It's embarrassing. That's terrible from the Chelsea guy. From the former Chelsea man. It's embarrassing. Romero and Haaland continuing to be the only real battle. Trickling for Donny Ruru. Kusanov points back to him, and Kolo Muani almost able to pounce. Here's Basuma on Rodri. Solanke will foul, unfortunately. And the pressure just relieves a bit. Ball with Donny Ruru. Solanke looking to make him play it long. He does so. Nico Riley just in space here. He gets a touch for Semenyo, and they'll win it. Ball with Rodri. He just goes and fouls him. Conor Gallagher can't believe it, but bro, I mean, you just ran in and kicked them. Like, what else are you going to do? Good touch from Haaland for Bernardo Silva. And back, that's another good touch from Haaland as City come again here. Oh, he gives too much of it to Dragusin, who's able to hit it long away, but it's going to come right back in on him. Here's Matheus Nunes. Over to Gahey. Hasn't had much to do so far today. Mark Gahey. Spurs just don't press together. When Solanke goes, there's a pass in behind him every single time. When Muani goes, there's a pass in behind him every single time. They need to press together because City will be more than happy to just have the ball here all day long. They're already winning. They'll just be happy to keep it. Spurs are going to have to force the issue here at some point. And this is fine. Force them back, but make sure you run with your man. And now they got to win the second ball. Or they'll just let Haaland's... There you go. Xavi Simmons is onto it. In some space here, Moani's going to be offsides. It's definitely going to be offsides. Of course, City playing that high line. Spurs are going to have to figure something out. That's a poor touch from Nunez. He's got a hold of a doggy now, twisting, turning, trying to get away from him. It's a good 1-2 with Simmons. Nunez more than pacey enough to keep up with the doggy there. Here's Xavi Simmons. And Basuma. It's all very, very slow from the Peacocks. It's a good ball to the byline, and doggy. Oh, stop, you bum! Oh, he was offside. Guys, runs from deep. Break high lines. Just saying. Runs from deep will break the high line. Tommy Tuchel in attendance. Tommy TT in attendance. Shirky seems to have recovered just fine from the earlier whatever he had going on for him. Here's Ait Nouri. Very comfortable for the citizens so far today. Very comfortable for the citizens so far today. Ball to Shirky. Through the lines for Semenyo. Good touch for Nico O'Reilly. Give it back to him. Yes, there it is. Comes for Nori. He's going to drive the line. Sergio Romero working hard here just to push him back. It's a ball for Shirky. Dominic Solanke all the way back on the defense. Rodri with a ball in for Hines. Dragon shit does just enough to get it, to see it out. Does just enough. A lot of noise here, Spurs. Oh my God, he's just giving. Oh, Rodri's falling down, and it's an opportunity here for Conor Gallagher to run at the defense. Out wide for Xavi Simons. Got to play quicker than that, people. Got to play quicker than that, people. Here's Archie Gray. Xavi Simons. Wide for Polina. Gray looking around, not paying any attention, just not even trying to go to the ball, and Man City win it back already. Very poor from the Tottenham Hotspur. And here comes Semenyo. That's going to be a foul. Nope. Referee says play on. Looked like a foul to me. And here come the Spurs with Xavi Simons. Kolo Muani, put it across. Stands him up. Xavi Simons. Nope. Rodri able to stand up. That's well done. And they will combine eventually to win it off of him. Take the flipping shot, man. Take the flipping shot, because now here comes Semenyo back the other way in space. Nah, nothing there. Nothing there. It's a goal kick. Semenyo just plays it long and then falls down. How do they not get a shot off here, Spurs? Hey! He needs to hit that first time. Just hit it near post first time and then just can't get through Bernardo and Silva. Here we go. Udogi going at Mateus Nunes. Here's Solanke. Back to goal. Ball for Conor Gallagher. And now Basuma. Gallagher with a cross. Solanke's in front. Brings it down. Xavi Simons. Oh, he's battling hard with Shirky. And that will be a foul as Rodri goes flying to the floor. And a yellow for Xavi Simons. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a yellow. Definitely a yellow. Of course, here. And maybe, just maybe, as long as Spurs can hang around here and maybe City not really putting the pressure on as much, maybe they'll just hang around. Maybe they'll just hang around as Shirky and Rodri combining here in the middle of the park. Nori down the line for Semenyo. Archie Gray doing well to force him back. But then it's a ball right through the channel. Good step from Basuma. Here's Solanke. Can you keep it? Can you keep the ball? Can you keep the ball, sir? No, he cannot. And here's O'Reilly through the heart of the defense. Here's Antoine Semenyo. Out wide for Nori. Very comfortable for the citizens. Very, very comfortable. In possession here. Tottenham back in their low block. been a bit bitey, bit meaty in the challenges from Spurs, and they've already gotten a number of yellow cards in this one. And you have to say it's a damn shame that Dragusin didn't get close enough to Shirky, because otherwise City have not necessarily created all that much. Still patient from Spurs as far as the press goes. Here's Gahey gaining a little bit of territory for Man City. Here's Aitnori out wide. One ball through the lines. That's a good step from Romero, but he throws his head to the sky as his teammate's unable to find the second ball. And they'll just force Man City back a little bit here, too. Gotta win it now. Gotta win it now. When he plays that ball in, you gotta win it in the midfield, and Semenyo gets turned. So, too, Aitnori. That's a good challenge, though, and he'll win the throw-in. Conor Gallagher. Nope. Nope. Sure hasn't. Sure hasn't. Spurs going to press high maybe here. Got to find the right man. Force Donnie Rue to hit it long, but Rodri's in acres of space by himself. Absolutely in acres of space by himself. An easy one out to Semenyo. He's only got Archie Gray for company. Going to, nope, cuts it back for Shirky. Horrible pass. And now here comes Spurs with a doggy. You got to play quickly. Play quickly. You absolute bums. Play quickly. Wow. This must be what it's like for Spurs fans all the time. Screaming at the players to go forward, to play quicker. They don't do it. They're not doing it. The commentators having the same kinds of conversations about how shit Spurs are. Are y'all even going to attempt to do anything? It's walking pace here. You're down a goal, guys. I guess the mood of the fans just more than happy for their team to lose. And here's a ball over the top. Kuzanov's underneath it, and Rodri just the only one in the middle for the knockdown. Commentators anticipating boos from the Spurs fans. It's just walking pace. It's just walking pace, man. Easiest game of the season so far for Manchester City. Spurs not offering anything. We might as well lock the stream off, man. Spurs they're not trying to win this game. And this is disgusting from Spurs. I think they need to be investigated. I think Spurs should be investigated for corruption here. It's so easy. They got so much space. Aitnori will take the shot. It's horrendous, but they just all day on the ball for City. It's just easy as you like, walking pace. I mean, if I'm the Spurs, if I'm Thomas Frank here at halftime, I'm going to scream myself hoarse. Absolutely scream myself hoarse. This is terrible. Great touch. Semenyo, 2-0. He does the backflip and falls over and then tells everyone to be quiet. Spurs need to be investigated. This performance needs to be investigated. They should just give it up. They should just give this up. What do you even do? I mean, are these guys professionals? Like, it's just like the easiest you like, easiest game that Man City will have all season. This is actually disgusting. It's actually gross. Good work from Bernardo Silva there to get the ball to Brentford, Semenyo there. Two-0 City, easiest game of the season for them. Spurs haven't even shown up to this one. It's absolutely terrible. It's absolutely horrendous from Tottenham. Like, you guys are absolute bum. Spurs are bums, man. What a pass into the channel. Semenyo not going to be able to get there. I'm telling you right now, people, Spurs are in trouble. They are in trouble. If they don't change something, man, they got to do something, man, because they're in big trouble. Big trouble, our Spurs. They're definitely going to be fighting relegation. Definitely going to be battling relegation. It don't get any easier for Tottenham after this. And anyone who thought that Spurs were going to do anything against Manchester City, you got another thing coming. I mean, I certainly didn't think it was going to be I mean, geez, this is the easiest. It's the easiest game Manchester City will ever play. They would probably have a more difficult time playing against their second string than they have here today. I mean, terrible. Okay, he gives it to Mwani here. Tug on the shirt. Does well to recover. Does well to recover after giving the ball away there. It's good work. Good work. Conor Gallagher's won it here. Xavi Simons will get it across for Doggy. Can they conjure something before halftime? Here's Xavi Simons. Take the shot. The touch pass, Rodri. He gets pulled back. It's a yellow card, referee. Absolutely a yellow card for Rodri. Absolutely a yellow card here. I mean, that's pretty soft. That's pretty soft, actually. That's some real Spursy shit right there. Come on, please score. You're so shit. Just score. Like, Spurs have to have a goal here. 100% have to have a goal. They've done nothing. Offered nothing. Been terrible. I mean, this has been bad from Tottenham. Just absolutely horrendous from Spurs. Any kind of quality. Can you find any kind of quality? Xavi Simons over the free kick here, looking like he's shaping up for a shot. Here it comes! Right at Donny Ruru. Right at the big Donny Ruru. Oh, that was weird. Kind of a clunky punt from the City keeper. And that should do it, folks, for halftime. It's been an absolutely disgusting disgusting performance. There's the booze. It's been horrendous, awful, terrible, shitty, disgusting, and worse from the Tottenham Hotspur. Like, I mean, sack him in the tunnel. If I'm a Spurs fan, I'm furious. I would be furious with that. I think Spurs need to be investigated. After that 45 minutes, Spurs need to be investigated. They absolutely should be investigated for not playing. Yeah, I mean, what the hell? They absolutely need to be investigated for how poor they've put in for this performance. I think they've listened to some of their fan base. I think they've listened to some of their fan base and have just said, you know what, we're not even going to show up. We're not going to bother with this game. There's not even anything for me to analyze. Spurs haven't brought the second team to this game, and City has been so easy. So easy. They haven't had to do anything. Haven't had to do a thing. Goodness gracious me. It's ridiculous, people. But it is halftime. I am going to go grab some water, take a break. I will be right back. All right, folks, we're back. We're back at it. Back in the saddle here. Flipping Spurs have not found their saddle yet today. Absolutely horrendous. But the first hate along today was very, very successful. Very successful. Got a ton of views, of course, for Brentford beating the Villains at their ground. A fantastic performance from the Bees. And we will take a look here at the other scores of the day. But as it sits, Man City, cruise control. I mean, it couldn't be more cruise control. Of course, Manchester United continue their winning ways with a late stunner from Benny Sesko after Fulham on the comeback trail. What a game that was. I might have to go back and watch that full 90, actually. Nottingham Forest drawing with Crystal Palace. Ends up being a good point for Nottingham Forest as they went down a man, gave up a penalty, which Sarr dispatched, but Palace in trouble. Forest in trouble. You would think that this would encourage Spurs, who are likewise in trouble. But they haven't even tried to offer. They haven't even tried to offer anything in this game. It's really disgusting from the Tottenham hot shit. Absolutely disgusting from Spurs. And if this result holds, they will fall to 15th place, man. 15th place, Spurs. Leeds on 26, Forest on 26, Spurs on 28, folks. What's Spam on 20? And it's looking dire. It's looking really, really dire because it doesn't get any easier for Spurs. They're at Old Trafford and then host Newcastle 3 days later. Whoo, not looking good. And then it's us. And then it's us at 3-point lane. And then they go to Fulham. Oh, they're effed. Spurs are effed, man. You guys, because, dude, they might not win any of those. They are so lucky Leeds play Forest next. Leeds actually play Forest next. That's huge for Spurs. Yeah, Leeds have a tough run. Leeds definitely have a tough run, so that's good for Spurs. Forest, however, don't. They play woof. Actually, it'll be a tough run for Forest as well. All they do play Wolves at home, and then it's Anfield at home. Liverpool at home. So that might be good for Spurs in the next couple of games, but bro, it's not looking good at all. Not looking good at all. It's going to be. I mean, they're in it. They're 100% in a relegation battle here. 100% in a relegation battle here. Whoo! Definitely in a relegation battle here are Spurs. But I still think they need to be investigated. I think they 100% need to be investigated for this performance because it's effing terrible. It's absolutely horrendous in this game from Spurs. They haven't brought the second. They haven't even tried. Really, what it is it's disgusting. It's disgusting from Spurs. Not even trying to hide the fact that they're wanting Man City to win at their own ground. It's disgusting. Like, legitimately disgusting. So poor, dude. No one to pass to, no width. I don't even know what to tell you, man. They've been so shit, you can't even. Spurs have been so bad, you can't even, like, figure out what their tactics are. Xavi Simons hasn't played any defense at all. Walking pace most of the time for Manchester City. One pass from Donnarumma beats the entire Spurs team. Like, we had a fantastic watch along for Villa Brentford. It was great. Had a ton of views, ton of comments. It was great stuff. And then this absolute dross from the Tottenham hot shit. Because that's what this game has been. An absolutely dead nothing game. Absolutely dead game. And I wish I had more to say about it, but what do you say? What do you say, man? This one is terrible. Oh, it's amazing. Whew. A lot of work to do. A lot of work to do if indeed Spurs are even going to try to do said work. If Spurs are even going to try and do the work. Because right now, they haven't done a thing. Not even one, people. And it's not like City have been amazing. It's not like City have been amazing. They haven't done anything. They haven't had to do anything, and they're up 2-0. Spurs players should give fans their money back. I think that's actually how bad this has been. That's actually how bad this has been. Perhaps the Spurs fans should get a refund. Just refund the whole season. Just refund the whole season because this one is terrible, and I'm shocked that Thomas Frank is still in a job. Absolutely baffled. Baffled that Thomas Frank is still in a job. I can't even tell you what plan they're trying to execute. They haven't tried to execute anything. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. I mean, you would expect more. You would expect more of an effort from Grimsby. You would expect more of an effort from Colchester. You would expect flipping Wigan to be better than Spurs have been today. Flipping Wrexham. Dude, relegate this team. I'm over it, man. Relegate these Pollo Fritos, dude. Relegate the Peacocks, because this is some BS, man. Corruption. Sunderland Burnley, the last game of the match week tomorrow. We will be here, live and direct, bringing it to you with the watch along. Big game for Burnley. Big game for Burnley as they look to try and stay out of the relegation fight, or at least stay alive in the relegation fight. And if they win a couple games, Burnley, they might catch Spurs. They might actually catch Spurs, because if they continue to look like this, they'll go down for sure. If Spurs play like this for the rest of the season, they will lose every game. Every single game. Bodo Glimt could beat Spurs at this point, even though Spurs did well to get the draw versus Bodo in the Champions League phase. That's got to be what's going on here. They're just down in tools in the league and going for the Champions League, which is stupid because you're not going to win that. The Spurs ain't going to win that. And if they're not careful, man, they're going to get relegated, dude. You know, Wet Spam put in a performance versus Chelsea yesterday. Obviously, Matisse at halftime must have just told him, look, guys, it's Wet Spam. What are we doing here? And I don't know what it's going to take from Tottenham. At least like a tiny little bit of energy. You know, maybe like a little tiny bit of something. The only hope we have is that Manchester City just fall asleep. Just asleep at the wheel. That's literally the only hope we have. Because right now you could put me in a City jersey and it'd be just fine. It would be just fine. Looking like Pap Matasar is going to be coming on here for Romero. For Romero. For Romero. Whoa. That's a crazy sub. What? What? Romero off. Spurs on. And we're back underway here with Ait Nori down the line for Nico O'Reilly. And he'll win the corner. First attack of the second half for Man City. We'll just stop my clock. We'll get the clocks married up here. 29:30. We're back underway here. Shirky's going to hit the in-swinger. Ball to the back post. Won by Gahey, I believe it was. Archie Gray away. Simmons to bring it in. That'll be a foul on Bernardo. Doesn't seem to be any urgency here from Spurs. Pep obviously told the boys not to let up at all, trying to pin Spurs in deep here. And that's decent. A decent out. Can Solanke win it? Almost wins it. Absolutely takes Kuzanov out in the process. Hurts himself as well. It's a library at 3-point lane. It's a library at 3-point lane. Oh my God. It looks like a bunch of the Spurs fans haven't even come back out. Haven't even come back out, man. That side of the stadium is just empty. Vicario hits one long. Solanke looking for it. That's a foul, dude. That's got to be a yellow card, man. He's just grabbed Kuzanov and thrown him down. Yeah. Absolute yellow card, man. You didn't even challenge for the ball, you dumb shit. You just pulled him. You were looking at him, grabs him by the neck and throws him down. You're absolutely awful. You are absolutely awful, sir. That's why you play for Spurs, man. You're so bad. That's why you play for Spurs, bro. You should have stayed at Bournemouth. What a bum. What a bum. Like, I'm actually getting mad here. This is actually making me a little bit upset. Archie Gray battling with Semenyo. Not even getting close to winning that. Here's Ait Nori. And they're in 15th still. Bernardo able to... it's just 1-2 pass right down the middle. Right down the middle. Easy as you like. Unable to connect with Holland, and here's a doggy trying to bring it out. These guys can't even complete a pass. Here's Archie Gray combining with Mawani. Sar, I should say. That's a decent ball wide for a doggy. 1v1 with Nunez. Gets the ball across. Where they at? It's a free shot. And Conor Gallagher will smash it all the way to Jupiter. But there was time at the top of the box here for him. Conor Gallagher, bro. Lock your ankle, man, and hit that. Wow. Wow. Donnie Ruru just hits it long, and only Holland challenges for it. Once again, it's up. Semenyo almost wins it off a dragon shit. He'll call the foul, though. That's a foul. That's a foul. Nothing more. And it's as you were here in the second half. Pretty much the same as the first. O'Reilly's going to press Archie Gray here, who will pick it up, and he'll run past Bernardo Silva. Some space here for him. There's a good ball in. Can you win it? Can you win it? Simmons! And a shot! A doggy! Hits it straight at Donnie Ruru. But finally, Spurs give something for their fans to cheer about. Oh, it's a good save. Ends up being a good save. He goes near post. It's still kind of right at him. Still kind of right at him. But a signal of intent finally from the Pollo Frito here. In swinger. It's actually not the game's first corner. Oh, it's wide open on the back post. Hey! And Dragishit will let it go out for a throw-in. Very surprised he doesn't try to get the ball back across. He's going to take responsibility for the throw-in. And here comes the throw. It's up. Holland. Paulinho goes for a shot. Too many bodies in the way. Ball back for Conor Gallagher now for Dragonson. It's up. He's going to go after his own pass. Rodri able to clear. Just a little bit of possession here for Spurs. Here's Basuma. And now Dougie for Simmons. Got to watch out for the high line. Solanke's in behind here. Still on it. Spurs have bumbled it over the line here. The crowd roars. I'm not so certain he's on sides. I'm not so certain he's on sides, but it looks like Spurs have finally brought the second team to this game. Let's see what VAR says here. That's good strength from Solanke versus Kusanov. He kicks through Gahey. I'm not sure this is going to stand. I'm not sure this is going to stand. That might be a foul. I'm not sure this goal is going to stand. I'm not sure he was on, and then he's kind of kicked through the back of Gahey. The goal's given. Wow, very interesting that goal was given. Wow, he's kicked through the back of Gahey. I mean, he's obviously onside if the goal was given. And it's 2-1. Game on. Game on, and the Spurs fans come to life. Come to life. That's good work from Archie Gray in for Sarr, who that's got to be a foul, ref. He's pulling all over him. Very surprising. Very surprising. I'm shocked this goal stands. He kicks the back of Gahey's leg, and Gahey puts it in. So if they give this as an own goal, it's criminal. If they give that as an own goal, it's criminal because he kicks the back of Gahey, and Gahey's boot puts it in the net. I'm a little bit surprised that stands. I'm not gonna complain, of course, but I'm very surprised. And just a little bit of a warning shot across the bow there. Job not done for Man City. Tottenham with some new life, some new energy, some new verve in this second half. Fans loving the work from Simons. It's a good ball into the channel off the free kick for Colomwani, for Papsar, rather. Here's a doggy. Going to go to the byline. Ball across over everyone. Archie Gray going to get on the end of it, though, with Aitnori in his face, turning, twisting. Jinky wins the throw. I think that's a shit call, but we'll take it. And he'll come over to get the long throw. Will Mr. Dragusin. Dragusin looks like a Bond villain. He actually looks like a James Bond villain, like he's trying to take over the world. Trying to release some sort of chemical weapon or something. Hopefully, this long throw can be a chemical weapon. Here it comes. Flicked on by Semenyo, only as far as Conor Gallagher. Here's Dragusin once again. Back for Conor Gallagher. Rodri does well against Basuma. And here's Sharkey. Spurs swarming, but he'll get it out for Bernardo Silva. It's a fast break if he can go quickly. It's a good ball across. Simmons in front of Erling Haaland. But he'll give it back to the citizens. Here's Sharkey come again. Into the box. To the left. It was a ball across, and Archie Gray was able to get to it. There's Mawani working hard. He'll win the foul. And the fans loving that. Yeah, I'm shocked. Commentator's still talking. Who's getting the yellow? I think Pep's got the yellow. But he has every right to be angry. Every right to be angry. Every right to be angry, I say. And this first 12 minutes has flown by here. Vicario will hit it long. Only Nunez underneath it. Who's going to win the second ball? It's up. It's actually a good chest from Sharkey, but Simmons will run him out of bounds. This is a foul. Yeah, that's a foul. He's kicked the back of his foot. I'm very, very surprised that's not overturned. You got to win second balls here if you're going to keep hoofing it forward. Rodri comes down with it. Aitnori not strong enough for Basuma, and they'll call the foul. Come on, man. That is weak. Weak sauce from Aitnori. What can Man City do here? They haven't really had to do anything so far, and Spurs have finally brought the second team to this game. And that's a foul. But what will... very controversial goal for Spurs, of course. We'll take it, but I don't think it should have stood. I don't think it should have stood. Ball over the top. Here's Semenyo. And now Aitnori. It's been a weird game, this one. Man City more than happy to just have the ball and just let the clock roll on here, but we got about half an hour left. 2/3 of the way through. Spurs finally found some energy. Shirky in space in the pocket. Conor Gallagher kicking the hell out of him. And that's foul. Typical from Conor Gallagher, the former Chelsea man, of course. City in slow possession here. It's poor from Rodri, and he's giving it to Gallagher. Here's Simmons. The center of the park. Can they move it quickly? Here's Conor Gallagher once again. Toe poke for Archie Gray with Nico O'Reilly running. Gray doing well to shield. Nico O'Reilly will concede the throw. Spurs have finally found some urgency. Finally playing with some energy. Nothing doing. Solanke screams at the top of his lungs. AR not interested. Rob Jones says play on. Ball back with City. Shirky to Rodri. Just progressing through the territory here. Spurs retreating. Nunez out wide, but he's by himself. And Man City not necessarily like with much going on in front of them. Oh, great challenge from Dragusin. Semenyo working hard to stay on it, and he'll win the corner kick. An interesting challenge from Jalpalinia instead, I should say, instead of Dragusin. And Semenyo figures it out, wins his team a corner. And the big men come forward. Kuzanov, Gehi in there. Of course, Erling Haaland, the Viking. Nico O'Reilly as well, dude, is like taller than Haaland. It's crazy. Here's Shirky with the in-swinger. There it is. Free header. Gehi's fallen down, unable to steer it goalwards. It was a free header here. He's kind of taking a step back. It's a little bit behind him. Yeah, I think he should do better there. A little bit. Perhaps. Vicario to hit it long. It'll work out as Dragusin comes down with the second ball here. City just in a good shape, forcing Tottenham back. They legit have not done anything in possession. But here they are with Archie Gray. He's going to hit one long into the channel. Solanke's in front of it. Oh, it's just behind him, and it comes off Kuzanov. Able to do just enough. That's well done from Gehi. And Nori through the heart of the defense. It's turned into a fast break here. That's a good step. That's a great step from Paulinho. And now Spurs can go back the other way. They got a numerical overload here, 6-5. Here is Papsar. He's going to go to the byline. Is that a foul? Oh, Nunez concedes the corner. Let's take a look here. Nah. It's definitely a corner kick, but it's not a penalty. Never a pin that, but it's good defense. And Nori's still down. That's not good for the young left back. Here's the tackle. Oh, there's nothing wrong with that at all. I don't even see what's happened. I think his left foot plants and tries to move, but Paulinho's foot was planted as well. Yeah. The Spurs fans booing him, but that's a sore one. Definitely a sore one. But he'll stay on the pitch, and it's a Spurs corner. Rob Jones will definitely add the time on. Spurs fans are mad, booing him, but they'll add the time. They'll add the time. For sure. And Spurs players crowd the box. 6-yard box has almost every player in it, including Donnie Ruru. And it's going to be an in-swinger from Simons. It's up! Paulinho! Here's a doggy back out for Simmons. He's going to get it across. Where you at? Semenyo does perhaps just enough to get it away. But, oh, that's good D. That's well done from Ryan Shirky to win his team a free kick there. And now he's arguing with Kolo Muani, who does not agree with the call. Thomas Frank making some changes, sensing perhaps an opportunity to get back in this one. It's very poor from Mateus Nunez. Simmons will win it off of him and go past him as well. That's a good touch. Oh, that's a foul. Referee! Referee! Oh, my goodness gracious. Rob Jones, you're a criminal, bro. Hey, Mwani's won it off of... Oh, that's a good ball. Oh, that's a good ball and great defense from Mark Gahey. You can see what Donnie Ruru thinks about it. Cheering like Gahey's just scored a goal. That's great work from Mark Gahey. That's great D. That's great D from the former Palace man. And Spurs already back on the ball here, winning all of the midfield battles at the moment. Fans appreciating that. Here comes Simmons with the doggy out on his left. He's not going to use him. Puts the ball inside. He's there. Oh, wow. Wow. Just a bit too much. And it's all Spurs right now. And now they've released, City have released Semenyo. And he's going to go at João Palhinha, who's going to win the goal kick. That's well done. That's well done. Borderline. How is that a... All right, look at the look from the other direction. Yep, fantastic call from the referee. Fantastic defense from João Palhinha. Screams at Semenyo. That's good work. That's good work. And the game's in the balance here, people. 23 plus stoppage to go. Tommy Frank going to replace Basuma with Odebear. Interesting change. And it is Kolo Muani coming off. Or Matthias Tell. What can the two wingers conjure? I guess one of them will play in the center. Probably Odebear, if I had to guess. It's a very attacking change. Shirky's running socks off today. He's had a couple of knocks, couple of injuries. And so finally we'll see Tijani Reinders. Does Reinders have a black eye? We'll have to look once again when he comes in. Nico Gonzalez, I'm hearing, coming in as well to shore it up in the middle of the park. I would imagine Rodri's not going to make the full 90. He is on a yellow. Shirky will limp off. I think he's played well, but I think he's just... Races just run today. Tijani Reinders looks like he's got a black eye. Reinders looks like he's been popped in the face. He certainly does. And Nori, actually. Nori will be coming off. And so we might get to see my man Nez finally. He's been calling for Rodri and Nico in there together. He's been calling for it, and he's going to get it, I think. Bit of a surprise. Nori's coming off. Who's he telling to go back? Somebody's got to go back to left back, though. Somebody's going to have to play defense. Nico O'Reilly will be who? Yeah, okay. Nico O'Reilly will go back in the defense at the left back position. That's what I was wondering. What was going to happen, how they were going to sort it out. But I forgot that Nico O'Reilly was playing in the midfield today. So, yeah, that's how they'll sort it out. Bernardo Silva, Tajani Reinders, and he's going to get there. Conor Gallagher in front of Gonzalez. Oh, it's there! Oh, my God, it's a scorpion goal from Dominic Solanke! 2! Spurs have leveled! It's a scorpion goal from Dominic Solanke! And who knew he had it in him? Who knew he had it in him? Conor Gallagher beats Nico Gonzalez to the ball. And from 2-0 down, Spurs have come back, and there's nothing wrong with this goal. It's just a second ball. One from Conor Gallagher past Nico O'Reilly. Oh, my God, what a goal. What a goal this is. Oh, my God. And who knew that Dominic Solanke had this in him? Conor Gallagher just wants it more. Gets the ball in early, and Dominic Solanke with the best finish of his life. The best finish of his life. Doesn't even know anything about it. Just does his best to get something on it. And it's game on at 3-point lane. And here comes Spurs again. Here comes Spurs again. It's a foot race. Mateus Nunes will win it. Mateus Nunes will win it, and there's 20 minutes to go. Game on, baby. Game on. What a goal. What a goal, man. Hey. Oh. That's a hell of a finish, dude. That is a hell of a finish. Shades of Olivier Giroud. And Thomas Frank with some choice words. But you got to give it to Conor Gallagher winning that second ball in front of Nico Gonzalez and Nico O'Reilly. And Spurs fans, just like the commentator, wondering where the hell this was in the first half. And Dominic Solanke, who was credited with the first goal, perhaps wrongly so. And now here comes Dominic Solanke. Spurs got the tails up. Odegaard's trying to get in front of Nico O'Reilly. It's a poor cross. Here's Mateus Nunes. Erling Haaland's offsides. And what was the literal worst performance of any first half has turned into, that's what they did. They've lured Man City to sleep. A little false sense of security. And it's 2-2. And it's 2-2. Will Man City be able to up the energy levels again? Very interesting, very intriguing game here. And now here's Tajani Reinders. And Simmons, right at the heart of the defense. Go on, go on. He's open. Odegaard on the right, Odegaard on the right. 1v1 with Nico O'Reilly. Oh, it's a kick save from Donny Ruru. And Spurs absolutely going for it now. Absolutely going for it now. City need to figure it out. City need to figure something out because they're up against it. Up against it here. And here's Sarr for Archie Gray, Conor Gallagher. And now the Spurs fans are the ones singing, find him in the channel. Oh, Conor Gallagher. Get him here. The triangles are obvious to see for Spurs. What a game this has turned into as the when the Spurs go marching in, rings out around 3-point lane. I don't know what Thomas Frank has said at halftime, but he's absolutely gotten a fire under the Spurs' backsides here. Here's Tell. 1v1 with Nunez. Driving into the box. Simmons at the top. He's going to take the shot. Oh! Oh my God, he had Donnarumma worried there. He says, Donnie Ruru worried. It's a deflection. Yes, it's a good save. Ends up being a good save. He needed to make it. It caused a deflection off of Bernardo Silva. And it's a corner kick. It'll be an outswinger from Xavi Simmons here. Here it comes. Short for Tell. Here's Conor Gallagher. He'll put it in. It's up. I think that was a handball on Paulinho, actually. But Spurs do well because City are feeling the pressure. Just knock it out. And here's Sarr. Xavi in space by himself over here. That's going to be offsides, man. Yep. It's going to be offsides. Donnie Ruru, furious with his teammates. Rodri just hoofing one up for Haaland, and Spurs will come down with the second ball. Man City, no kind of possession, no kind of continuity in their play, no passing around. Shell-shocked here. Shell-shocked. What a ball. Just a little bit too much for Alderweireld. And we have a game on our hands here, people. Roughly 20 minutes left if you count stoppage time. It was absolutely nothing in this one for Spurs, and they've decided to come back out, and they forced another high turnover here. Here's Alderweireld. Conor Gallagher is going to look to go on the overlap, and he'll cut inside. It's a ball across here. Xavi Simmons. He's going to take a touch and another shot, but it falls for Archie Gray. Touch. Oh, it's bubbling around in there. Bernardo Silva will take responsibility. Only out as far as Alderweireld. Spurs really trying to turn the screw, but Nico Gonzalez will win it, and it's another long ball. Haaland will come down with it. Dragusin doing his best. Haaland gets it into the channel for Semenyo. And here's Man City. A ball across. Out as far only as Bernardo Silva. It's another one across the header down. Johnny Reinders unable to get the ball on goal. And that's actually the first attempt Man City have had in the second half. This first attempt Man City have had in the second half. They're not playing through the lines. They're not possessing the ball. They're not winning the second balls. Their outlet pass was to Haaland, which was fine, but he's just dumped one into the corner. And a little bit of a warning sign for Spurs in the other direction. Certainly showing that we have a game on our hands here, people. Roughly 15 left if you include stoppage time. As Vicario hits it long. Solanke underneath it. No one beyond him as he is the farthest one forward. And what can City conjure here with Bernardo Silva? It's turned into a very odd game here, this one. You can see the 4-4-2 from Spurs out of possession. And now that Spurs are actually working, you can see what they're doing. You can see the tactics. Ball across from O'Reilly. Haaland! Oi! Woo! I knew Doggy will just hoof it clear. But Erling Haaland looming, lurking. He's still in there. He's still in there. Job not done for either team here today. And the game is in the balance. Spurs retreating, conceding territory. Here's Nico O'Reilly with Bernardo Silva. Now Rodri. Little spell of possession here for Man City. That's a good ball into the channel for Mateus Nunez, but Udogie gets there quickly to force the ball back. Here's Rodri. Over for Gehi as Man City look to turn the screw. Here's Bernardo Silva. Wide for Nico O'Reilly. Here's Bernardo Silva. Rodri, a chip. Not good enough. Udogie will put it down. Spurs fans excited. Here's Xavi Simons. It's a good ball from Tell into the channel. Gehi aware of it. Only Solanke up, and they'll calmly pass it around him. Man City not necessarily with as much urgency as you might expect them to have. 10 minutes left in regulation. Here's Semenyo. Here's Semenyo. Nico Gonzalez. Bernardo Silva. This is more the pattern of the game you would have expected from the beginning. To handball. More the pattern of the game you would expected from the beginning. Man City all of the ball, Tottenham sitting back. But it's been anything but normal in this second half so far. Crazy performance from Spurs in the first half. Crazy performance in the second half. Arun's back. Yeah. Yeah, we're definitely going to be calling Nez. We'll definitely call Nez, and he might maybe come on for the end. Stick around. I'll actually text him now. I'll actually text him now for you, Arun. See what, if anything. And here's the ball in from Bernardo Silva. The body's scrambling. It's like a rec league game in there, and it's bundled over the top. Man City fans calling for a handball. Check complete. Check complete. No handball. But it's a corner kick for the Citizens. To Johnny Reinders in the 83rd minute. Here comes the in-swinger. It's a header away from Dragusin. Spurs fans cheer. Arun, normally Nez watches the match with the Manchester City Supporters Club up in DC where he's at. And so he's not home is the thing. He may come onto the stream on his phone, but he always goes out to the I think it's a City supporters bar that he goes to watch the games. So Nez isn't at home. But we may yet get him on the stream from his phone just to give us a little bit on what's going on here. Roughly 10 minutes left for either side to grab a winner here. Nico O'Reilly, Nico Gonzalez dinks one in. Holland with the knockdown. Johnny Reinders! Oh my God, it goes just wide. Reinders looks to the sky. Hey! Archie Gray just doing enough. Just doing enough. Pep looking worried. Pep absolutely looking worried. Time ticking away here. Dominic Solanke, dude, has been incredible. Dominic Solanke's absolutely been incredible today for this second half. The second half. Let's just forget about that first half from Spurs. We'll just forget about it because they weren't in it. Solanke's been very good. That's a great touch. Oh, it's going to spray it. Nope. 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 The race for second, according to Arun here. Oh, that's good work. That's good work from Xavi Simons to get past his man. You got to get in there and help him. He's going to the byline. Oh my God, Odebear almost gets in front of his man. Oh, he almost gets in front of his man there, Odebear. Great work from Xavi Simons, who's having himself a fantastic half of football here. Where was this in the first half is what I'm wondering. They didn't show up for the first half, but here they are in the second. Given as good as they've gotten. Here's Bernardo Silva in a little bit of space. Fake, Jinky. Pass back, and here he is again. He's going to hit it this time. Conor Gallagher in the way. Conor Gallagher's been good in this second half as well. Tell with Nico O'Reilly all over his back here. Win it! Win it! Semenyo will win it off of... Oh, that's wayward from Nico. Gonzalez, Paulinho just hosts it clear. Arun, Tottenham were terrible in the... Tottenham, you can't even say they were terrible in the first half. They weren't there in the first half. They didn't show up in the first half. And they lured Man City into a false sense of security. Absolutely lured Man City to sleep. And then 1-2 punched them at the beginning of the second half. And that's where we sit. Dahlia Cross, it's there! Oh my God, Reinders trying to put it back across instead of putting it into the goal. Oh, Simmons has done just enough, and they've gotten it. It's bouncing around in there. Nico Gonzalez will win the second ball. Here's Rodri. Oh my goodness, it's helter-skelter. Helter-skelter in there. Nico O'Reilly in towards Rodri, out wide for Bernardo Silva. Is he going to get the cross in? Jinky, here comes the cross. Dragusin up, or Paulinho rather, and Conor Gallagher coming in to save the day. Arun, I'm with you, buddy. What is this game? What in the world are we watching here? Conor Gallagher diving in. And Phil Frozen about to enter the fray here. Bernardo Silva has absolutely given all that he can, and he jogs off as Philip Frozen comes in with 3 minutes in regulation to save the day. Here's to Johnny Reiners on the corner kick. It'll be an in-swinger here for Manchester City. One away, Peacocks. Come on. Come on, chickens. Let's get it away here. That 6-yard box is so... Oh, Holland going down like a sack of potatoes. Get up. And that's a header. It's a goal kick. Holland just throws himself to the ground. You, sir. No. No, that's never going to be a penalty. Holland just going down so easy there. Give him a yellow for diving. Give him a yellow for diving. No, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Check complete. Check complete. Check complete. No pin. What a game this has been. What a second half this has turned into. What a second half. What a goal this is from Dominic Solanke, dude. What a goal that is from Dominic Solanke, bro. It's shades of Olivier Giroud. Absolutely shades of Olivier Giroud on the scorpion kick. That's a best goal Solanke will ever score, bro. That's better. So Dominic Solanke has scored the Cruyff goal before behind his leg. This one was better. That one right there was better. Yeah, absolutely was. And you have to wonder if Spurs would have played like this for 90 minutes as opposed for 40. You got to wonder if Spurs would have played the whole game like this instead of, 9 minutes of stoppage time. 9 minutes of stoppage time. This one ain't over yet, people. This one ain't over yet, folks. There may yet be another sting in the tail. We're going to get 9 minutes of stoppage time here. Dominic Solanke serenaded, clapped off by the Tottenham fans. He's definitely had a fantastic second half. He'll get credit for both the goals. I think it was Bro, Man United are straight vibes right now. Straight up vibes, dude. Some random has come onto the field for Tottenham. Byfield, I've never heard of him. But Manchester United should be able to handle the pollo frito we're looking at here, these fried chickens. Oh, it's a foul, ref. It's up. It's up. Simmons. Conor Gallagher working hard. Referee! That's a second yellow. Here goes Simmons. Driving at the heart of the defense here. Philip Foden for company. Here's Sarr. What can Spurs conjure? It's all the way back for Vicario. 9 minutes of stoppage time confirmed here, people. Long way to go yet. A minute of it's passed. I feel down. Here's... Oh, he does well, Odebear. To get it, to get it to Archie Gray. Here is Conor Gallagher. And here is Udogie. Sarr challenged by Rodri, who might have gotten sent off just a second ago. That's a foul. Rodri, bro, that's a yellow. That's another yellow, dude. Rodri living dangerously. Rodri living dangerously, man. He should have been sent off. Rodri is so lucky not to be sent off. Rodri is incredibly lucky not to be sent off. Absolutely lucky to not be sent off. Here's Archie Gray. Rodri should be sent off, bro. That's crazy. That's crazy work from Rob Jones. He 100% should have seen a second yellow there. Ball into the channel. Yeah, he doesn't even go for it. He elbows Tell, I should say, in the face. They'll force it back to Ruru. Here's Rodri. Shouldn't be on the pitch. Definitely should have got sent off just now. But, of course, it's Man City. And why would they do anything to their darling baby? The PGMOL there. 6.5 minutes, people. Johnny Reiner's in some space. That's a good step from Archie Gray. Archie Gray's had a good second half. Yeah, Marmouche coming on for Rodri, who should have gotten the red card. He definitely should have. Dude, that is blatant corruption. Blatant corruption from Rob Jones. This is the clearest challenge for a yellow card I've ever seen. Just because he plays advantage, Rodri doesn't get sent off, and now Pep takes him off, knowing he might have gotten sent off. Lucky bastard. Here comes Semenyo. He's lost it to Simmons. Here comes Odebear. Is he going to run past Kusanov? No, he's not. Kusanov does very well there. But Donny Ruru, that's well done. No. Yeah, that's a throw-in for Spurs. It's got to be a throw-in for Spurs. Yep. 5 minutes to go here, people. 5 minutes to go. Is there another twist in the tail? Mateus Tell, right through the heart of the fence. It's a foul. Referee! Oh, my goodness gracious. Rob Jones heavily favoring City. City have certainly fumbled it so far, but the game ain't over, people. Archie Gray doing really well with Marmouche. Quickly, Gallagher, quickly! Here is the kid who's come in, the random Mr. Byfield. Marmouche wants a foul, not going to get it. Welcome to the game, buddy. 4 minutes left. Thomas Frank telling him, just calm down a little bit. I ain't calm at all, brother. I'm not calm at all. Yeah, toss this one in. What are you doing? Here's Dragusin. The doggy. That's a good touch. It's a good touch. Still going well. Give him! Odebear with Kuzanov. One more ball. One more ball. Oh, Nico Gonzalez retreating does well. And here comes City the other way. 3.5 remaining. Here comes Semenyo. And Sarr does well. And now Semenyo is going to launch this one in. It's going to be a long throw. Is he? Nope. He's walking away from it. They've already got the ball rolling again. Here's Phil Foden in the channel. It's a ball to the back post. Holland back across and smashed clear from Paulinho. Only as far as Gehi here. Nico Gonzalez. Here's Marmouche. Don't let him, Nunez rather. Don't let him cross. Don't give him all this time. What are you doing? Step. Conor Gallagher steps to Gehi. Spurs just keeping them at bay here for the moment. Here's Semenyo out wide. Ball in for Foden into the channel. Sarr goes with him. Here's Semenyo. Now Nunez. Spurs just keeping him on the outside of the formation here. 2.5 minutes left. Here's Reinders in some space. Nico O'Reilly, ball across. It's deflected. It'll be right for Vicario. 2.5 minutes left. 2.5 minutes left. Vicario is just going to punt it high. Go challenge! Challenge him! He's almost kicked it out of bounds and he didn't even challenge him. Go for it. 2 minutes left. I think Spurs are just kind of petering out a little bit. Happy with what they've done today. But the job isn't done yet. Not done yet. 2 minutes to go. Here's Semenyo. Oh, he does well there. Does Udogie. Can they bring it forward? That's a foul. Yellow card on Nico Gonzalez. Certainly breaking up the play there. Takes the yellow. Was in danger of a fast break, and it's 1.5 minutes left. Vicario's going to come up to launch this one long. Minute left. Minute left. It's a ball into the corner. City have brought it down here. Xavi Simons still working hard to make Donnie Ruru play it. Here's Marmouche with Archie Gray on his back. That will be a foul. Conor Gallagher just getting in the way. 30 seconds. 30 seconds left here, people. Nunez plays it backwards. Kuzanov. Spurs holding their line. Nico hits it deep. It's gonna go out of bounds. Let's go for a goal kick. And that might just be that, folks. We've had our 9 minutes. Blow it, ref. Blow it, ref. Blow it. Blow the game, ref. Don't even let them take the kick. Blow the game. Blow the game. It's over. And the Spurs marching in, rings out again at three-point lane. Vicario hits it long. Whistle to mouth. There it is. What a result. What a result for the Tottenham Hotspur after absolutely shitting the bed in the first half. Didn't even show up for the first half. Decided, you know what? All we need versus Man City is 45 minutes, and they conspired to pull 2 points away from Manchester City. It's a 6-point lead at the top for the Gunners. What a weekend. An absolutely incredible weekend for the Arsenal. Scratches his neck. Can't figure out what's happened there. Tottenham Hotspur absolutely luring Manchester City into a false sense of security by not even showing up for the first half. Decided all they needed was a second half performance, and boy, did they get it. Nez, not going to be excited about that one. What a game. What an odd game that was. I will see what Nez says in the chat, but what a weekend of Premier League football for the Arsenal. Of course, 6-point lead now at the top after this result. Very, very interesting. Very interesting, both the Villa game and the Manchester City game. Very, very interesting today. City unable really to conjure anything in that second half against the Spurs pressure. And, you know, very interesting. Rodri definitely should have been sent off for me in my book at the end of that game there. Definitely should have been sent off, if you ask me. Thomas Frank clapping the home fans. What turning the boos at halftime into when the Spurs go marching in after that second half performance. Heads low for the citizens as they'll leave London, tails between their legs, after a very odd performance. A very odd performance. Not only... it's very interesting to me that Manchester City seemingly playing down to their opposition. If you let them get comfortable, they'll fall asleep. They'll absolutely fall asleep. We've seen it versus Leeds. We saw it versus, what was the next game after Leeds? The Fulham game where they were up 5-1 and then conceded 3 goals. So Manchester City showing their penchant for falling asleep when they're ahead, as Spurs come back to win the game 2-2. Fantastic result for the Arsenal. Not necessarily a great result for anybody else here. Xavi Simons with a fantastic performance in that second half. Dominic Solanke getting the goals for the Hotspur. Conor Gallagher worked his socks off in there. And it's the Scorpion goal from Dominic Solanke that pegs Manchester City back. And what an incredible day. What an incredible weekend of Premier League football as Arsenal goes 6 points clear. I can't help but smile. Can't keep the grin off of my features, of course. As the game ends 2-2, Tottenham Hotspur coming back in that second half. Tale of two halves. And what a day, folks. What an absolutely incredible day. And we will wrap the hate along there. Successful hate watch, both in the early game, Brentford beating Villa, Manchester City drawing with Tottenham Hotspur. So, of course, thanks for being here, people. Smash up those likes on your way out. Hype it up if you got any of those left. I do appreciate it. Subscribe if you're new. Road to 250. And, of course, we'll get a last comment here from Prague. World's most unpredictable team, Manchester City. Players to Philly Foden, Erling Haaland, unable to refine the energy in that second half as Spurs came on to him. Unable to find the verve, the passion, the quality to get this one over the line. And I am more than grateful, as I said. So like I say, thanks for being here. Of course, get that notification bell on. I'll be live and direct for the Sunderland-Burnley game tomorrow. Of course, make sure you know when we will be back. Of course, there will be another Cup Chasers podcast with Nez after the Carabao Cup on Wednesday night. So be sure you got the notification bell on, looking for that one. Once again, thanks for being here, and you will see me next time.